I'm AJ PuzzleFerret, and welcome back to Terraria, where I've been hard at work, improving our base a little by improving our elevator to various places. Now, why? Because I want to actually do some abomination creating and get us some bee armour if I can. There's a good chance I'll die in the process, but I can give it a go, right? So let's get all of these things prepared. Ooh, I don't know where to put this. I kind of want everything in that top row. Well, I possibly don't need an axe at the moment. Oh no, I don't need that. There we go. We'll stick that there. There we go. Right, let's go down and forget about the rain. I'm not doing anything in the rain. So let's go down our elevator and then to the right. Yes, we're going rightwardly because that is where I've been doing all sorts of things, including planting all of these wonderful little emerald and topaz and sapphire trees and that sort of. Ow! Get out of me face! Be gone. Oh yeah. You may think that I'm in the shadow armor, which is where I left you. But since then, several meteors, have hit the world, and as such, I've gone and I've dug them up, and I've taken the meteor stuff. Now, the meteor stuff, I really like the meteor stuff. It's one of my favourites of the blocks because of the amazing things you can make with it. Usually spaceship stuff, because it's all very alien-ish type stuff that you build from that. So yeah, spaceship stuff is generally what I've built. I have been using a scraper to take moss samples off the walls and stuff, so I can use those in builds as well. I'm basically just going around gathering everything that I can for various builds that I might do later on. I found diamonds. I actually found diamonds, so I've immediately planted them to actually grow some more. So now we've got a diamond farm on the way as well. I just got to see how successful it is. But I found this in the last episode, I think. I think it was the last episode that I found this. Yes. I didn't find the gravestone that I created. Who knows where that went? But we found this. So let us get to our wonders. We have a fire for regeneration, and we have one of these little things over here, which is also for regeneration. So let's wait a minute. Let's get rid of this guy before he causes harm. Go away. Go away. Go on. Shoot. Thank you. And now I don't know whether I'll use the Amazon yo-yo or whether I'll use the masterful space gun. I think I'll probably use the Amazon because it tends to get the bugs a little bit better. Anyway, let's take that. Take that. Then take that. Okay, so we have a bee. A very large bee on the way. You caught me out twice now. 3 times. Brilliant. Oh, good start. Alright, so now I've just got to avoid all of this lot. Just get off, would you? Yeah. I want that bee armor. And all of those various bee things that you can give me. Please give me bee things. Pleasant bee things, really, would be nice. Ow. Yeah. At least I'm not losing too much life to him at the moment. Okay. I am so bad at the bosses. I really am. This is so mean. I don't know whether I should be using this or the gun. Let's use the gun for a bit and see if that's... Go away with your scream... Oh, well, my timing is terrible. Okay. Yeah. There. Accept that. Actually, I don't have to constantly press the button for that particular thing. I can just fire it. Ow, 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 ow. This will work for this bit, but when it starts chucking bees at me, it won't... I never jump. Jump! Jump! There we go. And then again. Yes, brilliant. Is it going to do the same thing again? No. No, it isn't. It's going to go back and do the chucking of bees. Okay. The bees bit's actually a good bit, because this is the bit where you can get some life back. Go away. And if we manage to do the bee, then I am totally going to do the bee again, because we've already got the buffs on. And as you can see, the buffs are doing pretty well. I can say that because I've already fought this thing earlier without the buffs, and by crikey, it murdered me quickly. So yeah, the buffs are doing well, especially when I'm so bad at jumping over things. Come on. Yeah, I don't like you, bee. I really don't, but I do like the things that you drop. I like the things that you drop very much. The thing that I'm after the most of all of this is the bee grenades, because the bee grenades are incredibly helpful. They give you so much help with the wall of flesh at the end. So it's really the bee grenades that I'm after of all things. Go away with your bees. So many bees. Okay. I know you're the queen bee, but that doesn't mean you can throw every single bee at me. Oh no, don't get trapped down there. Oh no, that's not my prepared place. Ah, it knocked me back. Helpful. There was a helpful bee amongst them. That's nice. Get away from me. Stop it. Quit with the throwing of bees. It is most antisocial. Actually, I might do more of the bee queen myself rather than inflicting that on you. Because, you know, this is taking a little while. Because I already have other things that we want to do as well. We want to get into the dungeon, which means that I need to throw myself against the Skeletron as well. So we might have to do that. All right, so we've got everything from there. Done. Brilliant. So we can go back to here. Now, what did we get? We got the bee bow. Oh, brilliant. That's definitely a good thing to have. So we can have that. We've got a slime banner. That didn't come from the bee. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, that's the bee wax, which is perfect for the making of bee grenades. I don't think we actually got any bee grenades, did we? No. Oh well. But in my travels, I have also found the magic conch, which is a shell that takes you to the ocean. Now that's exceptionally helpful for getting to where we need to be next. And actually, it's around about the time that we need to be there. Oh yeah, I found Bill, who is the tavern owner. And luckily, he's decided to move into the tavern, so that's fairly decent. And we have a weaponsmith, as you know. He will be in his little office there. We have a golfer, because I just found the golfer, and we actually got our friendly chap over here who reforges stuff and sells us this. But costs 10. There we go, we've got one now. Let's dump it there. That's brilliant, because I need to upgrade a few things, but we'll upgrade those later. In the meanwhile, let's go over somewhere to the beach. Wrong beach! Take me to the other beach. Thank you, Shell. Obviously, I've been here before. That's how I got the black dye for all of my gear, which I decided would be black, because we want to be slick and mysterious. So we're going for the black dye and on everything. I did find something that made him look a little bit like Batman, but he had no eye covering, which is not like Batman. So it wasn't Batman enough for my wish to look like Batman. As such, we no longer look like Batman. We just look like sort of an evil prince, I guess. I don't know. I just went through something random. I saw the crown and thought, yeah, I'm going to wear that because, you know, why not? Why not wear that? Let's not attract the bee queen. We don't really want the bee queen. There we go. So what I've been doing over here, as you see, I found the dungeon, and I have assembled a little house over here, which I'm now going to put as our spawn point because I want to make sure that I stay here when I die. When I inevitably die, we all know I'm going to do it. So yeah, that's what we're doing with this, and hopefully we should be able to set this guy off. Curse me! Okay, so now I don't know which one I should use. Should I use this or should I use this? Bees! Bees! More bees! Do you want bees? I got loads of bees for you. Now, did I actually take any of my my boosts? We've got the same sort of setup here as we had in the bee place. We have all of the fireplace that we could possibly need. We've taken the iron skin potion because we took it with the other thing. We've still got 2 minutes on it. And we've also got a heart vessel around the place. Oh, this is actually super easy. See, this is why I do the bee queen first, because yes, bee queen equals ultimate damage on horrible skeleton face thing, and then we can go in the dungeon, which is really dangerous. So that'll be fun, won't it? Oh, go away, please. I haven't made a very big place for this. Oh, look, my fire's gone. That's nice. All of this rain, I didn't realise it was going to be doing that, but it has. We get another one because I stuck one in the house as well. I figured that I might be needing this. We're losing the bees' usual homing pattern because we are using jester arrows. I kind of like the jester arrows. The jester arrows are one of my favourites. They are costly in terms of stars, but other than being costly in terms of stars, they're pretty good because you can use them to light ground under where you are. Hurrah! We have everything we could possibly need. You are now dead, zombie. Brilliant. I can't believe we actually managed 2 bosses in this this episode already, and we're only a few minutes in. Well, a little bit in. But now we can go inside this place, which is something that I definitely want to do. Let's get rid of those. I don't need them. And we will need some light. We might need to eat again soon. Oh, we've got 6 minutes left on our eating. Let's go investigate the dungeon. Oh, I do like the dungeon. It's very scary, and I will have to set it up for later. Oh, that was just a book. Okay. This is like our first opportunity to get books. So, yes, books. What's that? Looks like it's throwing a party. Oh, yeah, the party girl's here. We have the party girl, so that's nice. So we can buy all sorts of wonderful party stuff. Alright. What we need to find is the lady who does the engineering lady. So I'm guessing she's called the engineer. I wouldn't know because I can't remember, but I think that that's probably likely. It's a bit dark down in this old place, isn't it? There's going to be so many things that I'm going to want to pick up, and I've got no space because I put everything in my other place. All right, let's go down here. Yeah, what am I going to use? Yeah, take that. I want books. Ooh, look. That's a nice little light. I didn't even know they had a different light. Oh, I want that different light now. Ah, there's going to be so many things that I'm going to want from this place. There really is. How much space have we got? None! Wonderful! Okay, so that's not going to work. Oh, I used most of my jester arrows. That's a pity. As I said, jester arrows, good. I like the jester arrows. We've got full, well, life and mana at the moment because I did do a lot of picking up things in places. I do want the water candles. They're something important because as soon as you start getting the water candles, then that's great for helping you with murdering lots of monsters. So as soon as we find out where those water candles are, I want them, and quick. I don't need that potion. Okay, more books. Skeletons hanging. You can pick those up and keep them. That's definitely something I want to do. Right, water candle. Oh, I found space for it. Brilliant. I don't need to find more space for it then. Excellent. One of my inventory slots is taken up with something to give us light, which is to say this thing. We put it on in the last episode. It's very useful. It makes me really super quick as well. So it's actually quite helpful in the making me quick method as well. Edgar the Clothier has arrived. Ah, right. Okay. Let's get rid of all of these. I don't need those. Go away, Shuriken. Brilliant. Okay, and now what am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to need platforms. Yes. I'm also going to need this. Because that stuff down there, we do not want to be grabbed by this. This is so incredibly dangerous. So let's get rid of it before it gets a chance to ruin our day. Yeah, spikes. Ugh. They take up so much of my life when I'm investigating the dungeon. They really do. It's like most of my life goes to blooming spikes. Okay. It has to be the inanimate objects. It really does. you think that it would be the enemies? No, it's the spikes. All right. Let's see. Some more lights, please. Considering we're in the dungeon, I expected a lot more enemies by now. I know that's famous last words, but you know. Oh, this is a long way down. Okay, let's go down this way then, and let's put some lights around the place. Here, have a light. And another one there. And one there. And let's get rid of these spikes, because, again, I've told you about the spikes. Not having them. Ah, here we go. It was only a matter of time. Oh, no! This is why I usually take these things off my inventory list before I go somewhere. Because I'm so good at teleporting myself away by just doing the wrong thing. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's go back there again, and I'll see you over there. Okay, having teleported ourselves away for no reason at all other than pressing the wrong button, let's go and grab that water candle that was sitting at the side, because I definitely want that. Oh, we need to get rid of this first as well. More spikes. Oh, I do dislike those spikes. They're all everywhere as well. We haven't got a key for that, so we can't open that yet. This looks like, it looked like breakable wall. You can get breakable wall in these dungeons, so I expect things to collapse underneath my feet, which is very not good. The further down we go, the more likely we get horrors. Let's get rid of those. I don't need those. And now we've got the water pods. Well, that's going to be more useful than that. I've got several things that are completely useless in my inventory. I'm just keeping them there. They'll stay. They're fine. Right, let's get rid of those books and have some lights around the place. Those water bolts can go randomly flailing around the place, but I want the books because they're very good for decoration. I do like decoration in these games. Okay, down you go. And see where the bottom is. A reasonable distance away. Okay. See if we can get onto that and not get smashed in the face by this wrecking ball. Ooh, that was close. Okay, and that was closer because it actually hit me. There's nothing more close than actually hitting you. I'm going to have that bookshelf because bookshelf. Yes, lovely. What else is there? More stuffs. What's down here? Yes, more books. Excellent. Give me those. Brilliant. I'm still looking for another water candle. I just want all of the water candles because it's so useful for making enemy spawny type things where you can get loads of cash and various other things. So let's go down here. See if this leads us to anywhere useful. It's not that far down. Why did it stop there? Interesting. It stopped there because I ran out of rope. That's why. Okay, that could have been a lot deeper than I thought it was. And well, we'll just have to try not to do that sort of thing in the future. Okay, so there's some water candles around here. Just trying out those walls in case they fall apart. And there's actually a biome chest here. This is the corruption chest. The filter makes it look like the jungle chest, but it's not. It's the corruption chest. Bees, get him! Get him, bees! Get him! Beam! Good. Very good. Oh, look, there's some bone. Wonderful. And we have a water candle. Wonderful again. Brilliant. More candles. We'll spread some light around the place. And there we go. I really do like exploring the... Oh, where did you come from? I'm sure you weren't there just a few moments ago. Shop! I want stuff! Ooh, look at the things. This is brilliant. Now we'll be able to buy... Where are they? Are there teleporters around? I don't know. We've got to move. Get in, bees! Brilliant. Okay, you go home. Whilst I was getting back, why are you not letting me pick up rope? Okay, you don't want me to pick up rope. Got it. Fine. Oh dear! Oh, I really needed that rope. Get out! Get out! Get out! Okay, that was dangerous. I only just escaped. Crikey. what was I thinking? I was in the way I was doing stuff. Let's dump some stuff in here so that we've got some space for other things, like anything that would be useful. Ooh, wow, I've got sticks of dynamite. That's going to be helpful. Okay, I should definitely do the bee thing more, but I'll do that on my own time. Let's get all of these things into the chest, as well as the suspicious-looking eye, which I don't know why I'm carrying that around. Obviously, I expect to do some suspicious eye farming at some stage. I don't know why I would need that. I really don't know why I would need that. just because, I guess. Alright, I'm going to get back down to that area and see if I can manage it in a surviving type way. See you soon. The Witch Doctor! That's the other character that was around. He's arrived at our base now, so we have a Witch Doctor, which is excellent. I don't know whether I mentioned that already, but you know, it's mentioned now. I've been away for a while as I've been trying to get back here. Okay. So, now we can light this place. All of this horrible dark area where it all fell apart on us. This is bad. Okay, let's get this over here. And then you can go away. Because I don't like you, so you can go. There we go. And we'll need to build it over here. Because that's just a pit. Oh no. Don't you dare. Wait a minute. Here. Bees! Bees to you, that's what I say. Alright, so let's get this over here. So that this place is nice and safe-ish. Infinitely preferable to the condition that it was in before. Here, have some bees. I really like the bee thing. I want to make bee armour, or have bee armour, because I want to start summoning bees. It's really good. I mean, obviously I've got what is it? I've got the bee gun thingy. No, the bee what is it? Ooh, look. A tally counter. Huh. Okay. Maybe we need a tally counter for something. Oh, look at all the spikes. They would, wouldn't they? They had to do it. They had to cover the entire place in spikes. I like the doors in the dungeon as well. The dungeon doors are brilliant. They're very good for sort of oldie worldy castle type structures. Okay, there's a lot of unpleasantness in this thing, isn't there? Yeah. Can I get past it easily? No. Am I going to get got by it? Probably. Get down here. There, it missed me. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get these books. Lovely. And let's spread more of this light around the place. I'm not being water candled at the moment, so hopefully that's going to keep the enemies at bay for a bit. But as soon as I find a water candle, I'm grabbing that water candle. What else is around? This looks unsafe. This does look unsafe. Can I blast it, or can I bash it with something that will make it break rather than me? Oh no! Ah, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, I can't swim, so back to the surface. Constantly going to and fro from the surface. I'm always doing that when I'm in the dungeon. I picked up a hanging skeleton. Brilliant. So we now have a hanging skeleton. We can make our own dungeon, perhaps. But I doubt it. Maybe later. I don't know. We'll just have to keep going back down into the dungeon, I guess, because there's so many things that I really want down here. I think. The next place is hell anyway, so you know it's infinitely preferable than building a very long platform across the bottom of hell. But I do want to explore hell. It is a wonderful place to explore. I've got some walk on water potions, so hopefully we'll be able to just walk on top of the lava and not fall straight into it and die. But I do need to make some obsidian potions. Something like that anyway, and they will make me immune to the lava and make farming the stuff in the hell much easier. So yeah, we need to get on with that. I'm tempted to get these. I really am. I've not found anybody with a key for that gold chest around. That would be nice. It's the slimes that produce the key for the chest. We're not getting slimes. We're just getting monster. Oh no, there's a slime down there. You got a key? Give me a key. Don't run away with it. Get back here. Yes! I now have a key. Wonderful. Okay, let's go back to that chest and see if we can find anything fancy in it, eh? Right, up here. Yes, yes, yes. And where is it? It wasn't that far away. Oh, that's appeared since. It just changes. Okay, we have a bone thingy. That's brilliant. Shadow key. Wonderful. So all of the shadow chests are now available to us. The massive, whatever one of those is. It's big. It's big. That's what it is. It's how big. See how big it is. Yeah, it's quite a size. Okay, good, good. We don't need those. They're completely irrelevant. The bombs, useful. The iron, semi-useful, I guess. I can use it for certain things. And I certainly want the chest. I pick up virtually every chest I find, because then I've got loads of places to store stuff. So yeah, we definitely want as many of the chests as we can get. Now, I am going to continue to explore the dungeon and find as much as I possibly can do. But I'm all out of time, so I'm going to have to continue to explore the dungeon and tell you all about it later. Oh, hello, monsters. Get out of here. Alright, and you. Maybe I should explore the dungeon somewhere else. Let's go back to safe places. Good. And I shall see you in the next episode. In the meanwhile, you take care. Thanks for watching. Feel free to watch other things on my channel. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye for now.